Welcome back to the channel. This is No Luck Trucking. I'm Matt, and we're sitting in front of the gate of West Marine. This is our pickup. It's Monday morning. Used the little box to call the shipping office, and they told us that there is not a shipment for Landstar today, that we are not on the schedule. So that's awesome. And it's a 3PL agent, it's Taylor Corp. So I have said many times, you are completely on your own if you have any problems. So we were trying to reach out directly to C.H. Robinson, but we don't have a direct contact number for anybody that's dealing with this load. And then I called the agent, and it sent an automatic message saying, oh, can you text me? So I was like, yeah, sure. We're sitting at the shipper. We're not on the schedule. This is a freight bill. Need to know what to do. And then didn't hear anything from them. So Liz called the other agent on there, and they apparently knew about it but didn't respond to my text message or anything. So they're not going to do anything until they get in the office at whoever knows what time. We are 20 minutes before our appointment time, so I don't know. I guess we're just going to sit here and wait until somebody tells us something. But it's not looking good for this one. Thankfully, we're in a good area. There's a ton of loads going up to a similar area to where we are going, because we do have loads after this. So at about 7, we're going to start putting pressure on. At about 8 o'clock, we're just going to find a different load and continue on with our lives, but see how it goes. Alright, this is more proof of what I always talk about. So if you book a load with Taylor Corp or Austin Group or whatever they want to call themselves, they have a million different agency codes with Landstar. They are completely useless if you run into a problem. So it's 7:30 now, 30 minutes after our appointment time, and just got a come on, the door that they wanted me in has a trailer in it.
Where's that yard crossing?
Yeah, right. So I guess I gotta run in and see what's up with that. But so we were going to leave because the people just sent me the same BOL that we already have, bill of lading, that we already had. And I was like, yeah, that's not the problem. The problem is they're saying that there is no Landstar shipment on the schedule today. We need that resolved. And it's been about an hour. They haven't done anything. So I went up to the call booth again. I was like, hey, I'm getting ready to back out on the street and head out. I just want to double check that there's no change of anything. You know, we're picking up for C.H. Robinson, so it might not be an exact like Landstar load, but I just want to do the due diligence before we leave out of here. He's like, yo, the person, like, this is a special shipment, so it's not on our normal load list, and blah blah blah, all this stuff. He's like, the person that came in has the shipment. She just told me about it. They were coming out to knock on your door in just a second till I tell you to come in, so don't leave. I was like, man, y'all have me, I'm ready to leave, but we also want to get loaded because we have plans on all this stuff. So they told me to go into door 205, which that reefer over there is in. So I'm going to open the doors back into 204, but then go talk to somebody and see what's going on. Alright, I rang the bell for the driver's entrance since the driver's entrance the door was locked. And then I waited. I was getting ready to buzz it again, and then somebody came out to open the door. And I was like, hey, the door that you guys wanted me in. She's like, oh, just go into 203 if 204 is full. And I was like, oh, now she's waving me down. All right. I was like, well, no, they told me 205, but 204 is good. Yeah. Okay. She asked if we were going to Massachusetts. Can't really see anything. I need to straighten up. See what's behind me. Okay, so we got enough room to clear the trailer. Alright, now we're going to wait and see how long before the agent actually does anything. Just for my own sake, and I'll let you guys know how long it takes. Because, like I said, I started explaining it and then we stopped and stuff, but they're completely useless. Any 3PL agent that's like reposting a load, so they basically take the load that C.H. Robinson needs covered, they post it on the Landstar board, and then they are a third party to the actual broker of the load. They consider it co-brokering, since double brokering is not legal. Well, it feels like they're... This place is weird. So they're loading us now. There's a green light. It's not red. I have no idea how long it's going to take them to load it. We have 14 pallets, so I don't have a way to really see. But anyways, so these agents are completely useless. If anything even happens, all they do is call the number or email like C.H. Robinson, and then there's the time for them to do all their other work and stuff, and then they'll like look at their email, and then it'll be a little ways, and then they'll like respond back to you. So it's this giant game of tag, but it takes so long. It probably takes an extra 2 hours to get like a quick phone call. So most of the time we cut the agent out and we'll call directly to like C.H. Robinson and get it fixed. But this time we don't have a number for them, and also their main office, so just their general dispatch stuff, opens at 7:30 Central, which we are in Eastern, so we would have to wait another hour just to be able to talk to somebody, but we'd have to go through the whole system to find whoever's in charge of this load and get them to help us. So we don't have a direct way. A lot of times they have a direct contact on the C.H. Robinson load when it's third-party brokered, co-brokered, whatever you want to call it. Some nonsense just to avoid the legal repercussions of double brokering loads and stuff. But anyways, we didn't have a direct way to solve our own issue. So I just went up there to the phone because I really didn't want to back out on the street. It's kind of a blind corner around there. I was just like, hey, if anything has changed, let me know. Otherwise, we're bouncing. And then I guess something had changed. The lady who's overseeing this special project came in and gave the bills of lading to whoever I was talking to in the office on they have like a old style phone that you call and it directly rings the shipping office. So they had the paperwork. I was like, man, y'all have me just about ready to back out onto the street and go on, because there's other loads that are going not very far from where we are actually delivering this and pick up like 15-20 miles away. So we could definitely. Okay, so now they locked us in. All right, after you put in a few pallets and you lock us in, whatever. Yeah, so this is a weird shipment. I don't care for it. It sucks because Taylor Corp is trash. Absolute trash.
That explains why he said that we wouldn't need the delivery number that everybody on Google seems so concerned about. But if it is like a different from normal shipment at the shipper and receiver, then maybe we'll be okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing. They seem to work a little bit faster when they don't want you to leave a shipper. Like once it's already loaded on the truck, we just kind of have to sit around at the delivery until somebody figures out what, like if we were missing a delivery number or anything like that. They try to hustle when you're picking it up, because like there was like another like 30 seconds. If they didn't give me good news on that phone, we were just backing out. I would have had Liz spot around the blind corner. I would have backed out on the road and we would have been to the closest truck stop calling on the new loads that they get posted. But yeah, so good stuff. We'll probably have to call the delivery just to make sure we don't need anything else. I think if we give them a day and a half notice that they need to find a number, a single delivery number, they might be able to accommodate that. But you know, when you book loads with the bottom feeders, you got to play bottom feeder games, right? All right, just we got the green, and let's see. So it's currently 8:20, so 42 minutes. Not too bad from the time that we got into the door. Kind of sucks the whole nonsense before, but really an hour and 20 minutes from our appointment time is not too terrible. I just went in to get the paperwork, sign for it all because we had the green light. Get back here, and I noticed that there's some banging going on in the trailer, and we're red lit again. So the yard hostler came over and said that they had 2 more pallets to put in, which I kind of figured, but looks like we're green again. I don't know if this is a real green or a fake green, but there's a guy in front of us who's putting some stuff in the dumpster, so we'll give it a second. If they don't lock us in by the time he's out of the way, we're just leaving. But what a mess, what a mess. But it's gonna work out. We have like 3 or 4 other loads lined up after this, so didn't really want to scramble to get a different one, but here we are. Well, I was in the middle of securing the load on their lot, and I guess the guy that comes by and swaps out the dumpsters was having a very difficult time getting out of the gate. Nobody was paying attention, so the second that they opened the gate, I just rolled out behind them, so now we gotta put our lock and seal on. Yeah, it looks like I always miss those 2 top hinges. Sometimes I miss those, so we'll get this on here. Gotta be good nerds. And then we get our Landstar seal on, since they didn't provide a seal. It was blank, so there it is. Proof that it's sealed. We don't need any more claims, which we haven't heard anything back from that one claim from Georgia Pacific. I guess they gave up on it, I don't know. All right, we're gonna get down the road. We're gonna stop by the house and pick up some Amazon stuff, and then we're gonna head up. Well, it's about 4:30 in the morning. We made it by the house, grabbed some stuff, got a shower, ate dinner, headed back over to the truck, and it is pouring rain. So we have 584 miles to our delivery. We're gonna probably get over to Rhode Island, Greenwich, Rhode Island, stop there for the night, and then deliver into Massachusetts tomorrow morning. Alright, we're getting pretty close to our delivery, doing the northeast thing.
Turn right on Airport Road.
These sharp corners. This is the way. This is the way.
In 8 quarters of a mile, turn left.
Making things work. Alright. So we should be over to the delivery soon. We'll pick up there. Alright, we made it. Now we just have to find, so I guess the docks are here.
Yeah. And also there's some docks on the back, but it should probably start with it.
Yeah.
All deliveries can be accepted at main dock.
Okay, so this over here.
So it's the main dock, yeah.
Okay. We are out of the way enough. Alright, let's go talk to somebody, I guess. Alright, so update. We just talked to somebody, apparently, where it says employee parking and guest parking. There is a single dock over there. That's where we need to be. Man, this place has been hit by so many trucks, it looks like. This building, poor building. So step one is to turn around without hitting anything. Well, there's some trees. Scalp the trees, right?
Yeah, so you are going to have to back off the street.
Nice. It's my favorite thing to do. I was really excited when he said that.
So, I wonder if, you know, you saying that H&S, whatever, tools across the street, I don't know if there's enough room to turn in there to get flipped around, or if you'll just have to alley dock it, but
We said that's what everyone normally does, but
yeah. Yeah, I don't know how much of a trap that would make it, because it doesn't look like they have most room in front of the building, but at least it's a fairly open shot to the dock.
alright, well step one, I got turned around. Let me pull up the map real quick before I
Yeah.
commit myself to this nonsense. Let's see.
You're either gonna blindside into this driveway, which is fairly wide, it'd be fine, but you can do that or like pull into their driveway.
Alright. Okay. I don't know.
Honestly, kind of looks like a trap.
At the satellite view, it looks like there's a lot of room, but I don't know. I guess I will make the decision last second as I'm coming down this road.
Turn right on Airport
This will
Road,
be
then
fun.
turn right.
Okay,
Turn
so
right.
where you are is where I'm shooting for, right?
Yeah, this is the driveway here.
Okay. What to do? turn on my hazards first of all so people can go around while they decide. I think there might
Yeah, I'd probably
be.
say if you could just throw it in your blindside alley docking, would be the best thing.
Yeah, I might be able to. There's a gap in traffic, I can do that.
Yeah, that's the big thing. It's a busy road.
Yeah, I think there is enough room in that driveway. Just flip it. Is there anybody coming behind me?
I can't see because of the tree. Doesn't look like it for a while, but there's a tree.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I can see it now. Alright. Yeah, I think I'm gonna swing into their driveway when I get a clearing. Because it does go back far enough. Just getting across is gonna be a lot of fun. This person's gonna holding it go. Jeez. Person's gonna go around me while I have my turn signal on and I'm actively moving.
Yeah.
Alright.
Okay. So now the trip will be a break in traffic again. So it looks like you're good right now,
Yeah.
if you're ready.
Alright, traffic's good?
Yeah. Yeah, this is just kind of a blind hill over here too, past the tree, but it's good right now, so.
Yeah, well, once I start going, they would have to
Yeah,
stop.
yeah.
Wow, this is a lot more adventure than I thought.
Yeah. That does make it a pretty straight shot though.
Yeah.
At least being able to turn it there. And then back here, the dock is kind of at a different angle than the driveway, but I figure that's a problem for later us once we get in the driveway. Yeah. Want to open the doors or you gonna back in first and then?
Well, the guy came out and said it was all good. So, well, I guess they're bringing out paperwork now. All right, that was quick. So I flew the drone around a little bit to show you guys what we were dealing with. It's not the hardest dock to get into, but I don't know how solo guys will go into this driveway and then back out, because it's kind of a blind hill on both sides and it's a busy road, so you're basically backing up blind more or less. So, well, guys coming with the paperwork, give me a second. All right, well, that was a 11-minute unload. That part was good. So I gotta shut the doors, and then we're gonna head over to a travel plaza since we are kind of early for our next pickup. Yeah, that one's gonna be an Amazon one, so not super excited about that, but what are you gonna do? We made it over to the service plaza. It was right down the street. It's busy, and there's only like 10 actual spots, and then there's a bunch of spots along the outer perimeter. Yeah, it's rough northeast, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. And like our next load is a Amazon load going to, I don't know, it's some nonsense that we signed up for, but the rate was good and it lined up pretty well. So we're trying to get efficient loads, so like drop one off, pick one up the same day, or like really close, so we can maximize the amount of money that we can make a week. It's been a little tough because the load board, it looks like the rates have started coming back up that we're seeing for the stuff that we're booking, but the capacity is still way down, so it's hard to find loads that line up really well because there's just not a whole lot of options. So there's sometimes where we have to sit for a day or two and then run a load, but we did the math on if we picked up a suboptimal load and ran it, and then a weekend load, and we were just making more with the better rate and the one load that we had like an extra day or two. So that's going to be the one following after this. We pick up on a Sunday, which is a red flag, but again, what are you going to do? The rate's good. So here we are. This is where we're at now. We blindly take the red flags that we normally would have ignored or declined, and now we just ignore them and roll with it, see what happens. Yeah, so that could be a whole video on itself on like what the market's doing. But anyways, I think we're gonna end the video here. We're gonna get this up. Need to grab the footage off of the aerial camera and see what it looks like from that place. Like the backing wasn't too hard, but it was like a blind, so their driveway went down as well, so I had to back up over this crest, so that was blind both ways. You definitely can't see either way. So I don't know, a solo driver, I guess you're just gonna jam it in the middle of the road and hope everyone stops for you or something. But and then like once you get down that, like over the road and in the area, like the driveway goes this way, the docks are this way. It was all kinds of wild, but we did it. They unloaded us 10 minutes. I mean, you can't complain about that. That's service there. So thank you guys for watching. We will catch you on the next one.